Civil Rights Mama. I have a child with a mental health disability. Were you ever aware of Scientology preying on families or parents/guardians who were not yet ready to face the fact that their child had a problem, i.e., there was a new normal? I know in the early stages of our family's journey, we could have been very open to arguments that denied a need for therapy or medication or anything like that. We, as our child's parents, had our own expectations that had nothing to do with her actual needs. Our child got help at our local children's hospital and has had the benefit of 3 years of therapy and medicine and engaged parents at this point. And our new normal still is not what most people would consider normal. She'll need these tools for the rest of her life. That's just the truth. My then spouse and I were at our weakest on diagnosis. We would have done anything under the Google God to avoid accepting our child's new reality. Does Scientology target folks like us? Well, Scientology targets people who have money. So if you had money and you came into the church and you were interested in getting help for your child, they absolutely would have been all over that. They would have promised all kinds of things. They would have said that we're going to help her, that mental health stuff. They're just a bunch of fakes and quacks and nutcases. The psychs don't know what they're doing. Don't go get any of that help. Yeah, sure, if you have a physical situation, if she's sick or if she's got some kind of brain thing or something they're going to work with her about, yeah, fine. But mostly medicine doesn't know what they're talking about, and what you need to do is solve it with Scientology. There's even an issue from Hubbard called Solve It with Scientology, where he basically lays out exactly what I just said. They are not big on medications or doctors or those kind of solutions, and they're way bad on having anything to do with pharmaceutical or psychotropic solutions. They're not at all going to be down with any of that. So Scientology would definitely have targeted you and would definitely be interested in getting as much money out of you as possible to audit the disability away from your daughter. That would have been the goal or the target. Now, she would have had to be up to a speaking age. She would have had to have been able to relate to others in some fashion or another. And they probably would have run lots and lots, I'm talking tens or even hundreds of hours of objective auditing, where she was going to walk around, touch walls, look at things, pick stuff up, that kind of thing. That was going to be, that would be what they would do with her in order to orient her in present time and get her attention out of her head and into what's going on around her, right? That's the only real solution that they have for somebody who has a mental disability, is they think that it has to do with some psychic trauma in the past, whether this lifetime or earlier lifetimes. And in order to get to that psychic trauma, they have to get her talking and thinking. And in order to do that, they got to do the objective auditing. And they're going to just do that and do that and do that until there's some kind of, idea that there's been some kind of positive change and an improvement in her. Whether that improvement lasts, whether it's real or not, that's not, it's beside the point, you see. So that's kind of how that would go. And so it's a good thing that in that time period where you guys were floundering around trying to figure out what the hell was going on and what your real role was in this, it sounds like you guys went through quite a bit, and I applaud your effort to really make it work and do the homework and do the work necessary in order to give your daughter what she really needs, because Scientology would not have had anything to do with that. So really well done on getting through that whole stage. And you make a very good point that, a lot of this woo, which is a word used to express or talk about all that alternative medicine and weird stuff and, spirituality and all that kind of crap. I mean, yeah, fine, maybe we're spiritual entities, but that's not what's going to cure your cancer, man. It's not going to cure a child's disability to have some spiritual epiphany, Like, we need to get past all that crap. And parents, unfortunately, there are so many bogus nonsense claims being made out there by people who are just trying to make money or who are themselves nuts and think that because they're nuts, their nutty solution is the answer to everybody's problem. And some of those nutcases actually talk and act very, very sane and very, very rational. And they're not. So you really do need to do your due diligence, and you really do need to do your homework out there. And congratulations on you for doing that and making it through, and giving your daughter the care that she actually needs. As uncomfortable and difficult as that can be, and I definitely understand how that can be.